What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Netflix new series, Snakes and Ladders. Let's rock this. Okay, just to be clear, please do not confuse this new show with that other show of the same title on Prime Video from India. So that is totally different than this one, which comes all the way from our neighbor south of the border, Mexico. This one is brought to you by the same guy who gave us The House of Flowers, which I was a big fan of. And if you are familiar with the ancient board game Snakes and Ladders, which is a game of luck and strategy and ambition and skewed morality, well, I can tell you that that is pretty much the spirit that this show tries to capture. I've already watched the entire 8 episodes of this first season, and what is my overall verdict? Snakes and Ladders is wonderfully chaotic and weirdly fun. Hell, even the opening credit intro where they do this sort of odd-looking synchronized choreographed dancing is comical. The way that the characters consistently try to backstab or manipulate one another to either get away with crime or get themselves to the top is devilishly hysterical. So wrong yet so right, watching them bring out the worst in each other. Granted, the ending in the final episode is a bit rushed and way too convenient in my opinion, but everything else leading up to that is an entertaining story of devious proportions. Filmed in Guadalajara and directed by Manolo Caro, in Snakes and Ladders, Cecilia Suarez plays Dora, the seemingly insignificant prefect of a prestigious school who finds herself caught up in a quarrel between two 8-year-old students. What would appear to be an irrelevant incident threatens to jeopardize her lifelong dream of becoming the school principal. Her seemingly unbreakable code of ethics will be put to the test as the conflict between these two powerful families drags her into temptations she has never faced before. Chocolates, drugs, tarot, and karaoke add spice to this black comedy where even the smallest decision can change everything. Co-starring Juan Pablo Medina and Marimar Vega. Dark comedies like this can be very tricky, right? Because when I said hysterical earlier, well, it doesn't always mean laughing out loud rolling on the floor. Sometimes it can also mean absurdly clever and humorously crafty, just cheeky and cunning and amusing all at once, like you can't believe the underhanded tactics and the lengths to which these characters are willing to go. And that is what creator-director Manolo Caro has successfully put together here. There's tension, but there's also an underlying silliness in every one of those confrontations. The show doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, but the way that some of the scenes are shot feels intimate, like it really gets in their private spaces. It's simple yet dynamic and enjoyable. It's fun watching who among them finds the latest leverage that they can dangle over the other person. Yes, being ethical in a non-ethical world is at the heart of the story, but there's also an emphasis on the villainy of the elites as well. Just like in his previous shows, Manolo Caro once again points out that there's something funny about arrogance and arrogant people, and that seeing their eventual downfall becomes the objective that he wants his audiences to look forward to. The cast ensemble, especially Cecilia Suarez, Juan Pablo Medina, and Marimar Vega, are strong and brassy. Some of my favorite scenes on this show involves Juan and Marimar's characters who hate each other's guts. Their insults are colorful to say the least. Cecilia disappears in Dora's quirky yet highly determined personality. Cecilia understands that the mistake that people make about Dora is that they underestimate her, and she's not afraid to throw anybody under the bus. And all of that is fully evident in Cecilia's purposeful performance. If I were to have one minor criticism about Snakes and Ladders, is that the younger characters or the teenagers are the weakest link. I mean, I get how they impact Dora's alliance with Juan's character, but sometimes that particular subplot unnecessarily goes off on a tangent, and frankly, they're kind of boring. So yeah, overall I give Snakes and Ladders the rating of 4 out of 5. It's an eccentric show about the cost of status and what you're willing to do for power and respect. Vibrant, distinctive, and engaging.